Hello, boys! We're playing Age of Mythology. My first, not my first, but my first legitimate video on YouTube, dude, was Age of Mythology. I love this game so much. I wish it wasn't this one. I wish it was the classic version. Nah, who cares about freaking China, right? Nah, it's fine. It doesn't matter. I love this game. And if you guys don't know about this game, well, I'm happy to show you the freaking ropes, dude. It's great. It came on Steam quite a few years ago. It wasn't normally on Steam. This game's pretty old. I would say like 2008? Let me look that up. 2002. This game was released in 2002. What? That's insane. You guys may not be impressed. Right? You're like, look at these polygons, but that's impressive. I've always thought this game looked really good. Obviously, this is new. Ignore the dragon and this. I'm talking about like. All right. How do I like easily show you guys the graphics? Quickly go to editor. This is one of the coolest things about this game. The super in-depth editor mode. Super cool. Make your own maps, multiplayer maps, campaigns. There are some super cool campaigns. There's one where they turned the strategy game, an Age of Mythology strategy game, if you didn't know. And someone made a campaign where instead of having it be a strategy game, it's an RPG game. Like, what? How do you even do that? But it looks like that, right? You just got like these boys. And like, I mean, that's pretty impressive looking, right? I mean, 2002 right here. And like, maybe nowadays, it's like, well, look at the 5 polygons for a leg, dude. I'm like, alright, calm down, man. I genuinely, like, I love the art style. I love the art style. I play, like, Age of Empires, and I could just never get into it, and I don't know why. It just doesn't look right. Of course, I played this game first, so I guess that's why. But, yeah, Ensemble Studios made this game, and it's amazing. I'll just go through a quick little tutorial for you. There's heroes, myth units, freaking sentry boys, and freaking normal boys. And sentry boys are basically normal boys, but you know, whatever. And the normal boys suck against myth boys most of the time. Heroes normally destroy myth boys most of the time. And these boys are normally in huge numbers, which can counteract heroes most of the time. And these guys are just anti-building. And I know it's pretty normal for like a strategy game to have that kind of like triangle dynamic where one thing beats another thing beats the other thing, and then that thing can beat the original thing. It's pretty normal, right? But I think it's still pretty solid, right? I just love the inclusion of myth units. That stuff is so cool. It really adds variety. Like these guys, if one dies, they can repair each other, and they can like kind of like come back to life. And it's super cool. It allows them to make some super crazy dynamics, even with the heroes too. They have like hero powers, and that doesn't really happen in multiplayer. More happens in the campaign, but still. Oh, and then you know, villagers, of course. You know, like the boys that collect crap. And like every faction's very unique. It's really awesome. You can still play. No, not really. All the factions have their own like unique ways to play the game. Right? I never really dug into the Chinese. This is the expansion to the game that I don't know who made it, but they did it like in 2012 or 14 or 15. I can't remember. Years fly by. But when they made the expansion onto Steam, they did the Chinese And I didn't really dabble into it, but it was kinda... I kinda don't like them, and I don't think anyone else likes them, but I could be wrong. If you like them, freaking tell me why, and I'll look into it. But, they have some pretty cool ideas. Like, the gardens, there's, like, these things you can, like, generate income, like, normally, without having to use a villager, and it's not too overpowered, because it's, like, it doesn't do it that much, and you have to get, like, a lot of them, and you can only specify them to do it, like, one resource, but, anyway. Enough chit-chat. I'm playing the sexy game, because we're going to be going through the campaign. Right? I'm playing Halo Reach campaign, and I'm playing Age of Mythology campaign. So, get a few, like, tastes in there. I don't want to do only Halo, even though I love Halo so much. I don't want to do only Halo. I also love me some strategy games and all sorts of games, really. Yeah, but I really wanted to play this because I check on YouTube and, like, there might be only, like, two dudes that has done, like, a playthrough of Age of Mythology that are, like, pretty decent, like, in the thousands or something. One of them is, like, Rage Gaming. I don't really watch him anymore, he mostly plays, like, Hearthstone, at least from what I remember. He could be playing something completely different now, but I watched him when he was playing Hearthstone, and when he played through a Age of Mythology campaign. And then this other dude was like, Sunboy or something. That's not his real name. I just can't remember. It was like a sun for like a logo, and then like that's all I can remember. Like Solar something like that. And I was like, man, no one's given Age of Mythology enough love, you know? You hear all these people talking about, like, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is amazing. Not the new one, but, like, you know, 2005 Battlefront 2. And I agree with them. But everyone knows that game's amazing by now, you know? Like, everyone knows that game's amazing. I don't hear anything about Age of Mythology, and this is 2002, dude. That's impressive, I have to say. Anyway, let's start the campaign. They give you several different campaigns. I think the Golden Gift is like an expansion campaign. No, it's the remastered version of Age of Mythology campaign. It's like 2 missions. I played through it. It's boo. I don't like it. And the Tales of the Dragon is the expansion. I haven't went through all of it. I was actually kind of surprised that I went through more than like 3 missions. I was like, whoa, what's it? Whoa. So I only kind of stopped because I didn't give myself the time to play it. It's been all right. Nothing too crazy, at least from right now. It feels like it kind of goes through the same beats as the original campaign. I mean, I think you'll see why. I might play through this one. Maybe later down the road. And then New Atlantis. Oh, I see. I played through a little bit of this. This is the first expansion of Age of Mythology that adds like the Titans and the Atlanteans into the game, and that's when I first started playing it, so it doesn't feel like an expansion to me. But that expansion slapped hard. All right, you want expansions that give you content? You look at this game; they give you all sorts of content. That whole new race is like an entire different playstyle. They're way different than everyone else, which is crazy. And they have like this whole new campaign. I didn't play through all of it. I probably only got through like a fourth of it. And I think it's like to 12? Yeah, so maybe I played through halfway. Around. I think it goes up to 12. And then we have Fall of the Trident. The OG campaign. And, of course, the longest campaign. And it even has its own little prologue that we're going to go through. Let's check it out. Oh, wait. Easy. Here's the thing, guys. Mainly I've only been the campaign on moderate. So we're going to try something new. We're going to play on hard. We'll give it a try. Alright, maybe it's going to be like Halo Reach all over again and I get screwed over and I have to move it down. But that'll be for later on. Right now, let's try out hard.
That looked like Theris. It has been a long time since you sent him to the underworld, Arcantos. Fighting old battles again?
Yes. Old enemies. I still see them here.
You have won more battles for Atlantis than can be counted, faced opponents no other man dared fight.
That was long ago. Today, Atlantis' enemies live only in my dreams. I face feeble pirates now.
Is that what you believe, Atlantean? Atlantis still has enemies, and you are still the one who will face them.
Any who threaten my home or my family will soon have a place in my dreams.
These are enemies unlike the others, Arcantos. Do not let your guard down. Dark times are coming, and you are needed. Arcantos, awaken.
Admiral, sir.
Yes?
We've sighted land on the horizon. We should reach Atlantis soon.
Excellent. It will be good to see my son Castor again.
You cannot ignore the omens, Arcantos. Lord Poseidon's displeasure is clear. We must help break the siege at Troy.
Troops we send now will be lucky to arrive before the fight is over. Even if they do, their only task will be to show the banner of Atlantis, not a task for an admiral.
It would shame Agamemnon if we sent one of your junior officers. He already complains that we do not pay enough attention to the Greek colonies. No, it must be you.
What in the name of... Castor, stay here!
So in that boat scene, you know, you see the edge of the map, and you could tell the ship wasn't moving. I realized it was like that, and how I don't remember that is because the game is not built for this resolution at all. It's built in a much smaller resolution, and so they didn't build it to make it so the camera was so far out. That's what I'm guessing, because I don't remember. I remember making it like it seems like it was on a moving ship, and I actually thought it was on a moving ship. So I'm just gonna hope it's the resolution. I'm not gonna turn down the resolution. I don't want to ruin anything. But yeah, that's why some cinematics are gonna look scawampus. But yeah, here's the first. It's tutorial-like mission. You know, you got your boy Arcantos. Basically going to be the main character throughout the campaign. I freaking love him. And then Toxotes are your like Greek archers. I love these guys so much. I just love the art. Love the art painting. It's super cool looking. And basically catapults. And yeah, I'm gonna stop now. And then here's town center. You know, making boys as a one does. Actually, I think I'm gonna...
A landing party!
A landing party! Yeah, I probably should have been actually doing stuff. Because I'm on hard now. Even if it's the starting mission, I feel like I'm gonna get effed up. I won't need... I love hoplites. Right here, hoplites. I love them so much, but I'm not gonna need them for this. Fight Arcantos, dude. Fine. Yeah, you see several different boulders. And here's the first level of hoplites. Once they raise in the ranks, as I'm doing right now, I already did. That's why it says medium. Because now they have medium armor, and they start to look different. If you could already tell, my Toxotes already look different. If you're keen.
Several villages are working in town west of the harbor. If you are running out of a particular resource, you should consider retasking them to gather it.
Yeah. Hope this mouse isn't annoying. I know you guys can hear it probably pretty well, but this is the only setup I could do with mouse and keyboard. I don't think I'd be able to play this on controller, sadly. And yeah, this mission's probably gonna be you know, a cakewalk. It's not gonna be that bad, but yeah, you know how it'd be. Gotta play through it for you guys. Make the tutorial for as much as it was for me. Most of the time I like to destroy the ships before they drop off the boys, but I haven't played this game in a while. I mean, last time I've actually played it was 3 months ago. That's when I made that video, and that was even, and it's even more before than that. It's like 3 months ago and probably a few weeks, because it took forever to edit that video. It took so long. I'm happy I did it though. It was a very spontaneous decision to start making videos, but I'm happy I'm doing it.
But keep your eyes.
Like already, I just love it. Seeing those like 137 views on my Age of Mythology video made me smile, man. I was like, look at
Do not
this.
forget to call upon your
That's more
god
people
powers.
than friends that I have, you
Your
know?
god powers are
You know,
located in the
like,
top center of
it's
the
crazy.
screen. Use the rain god power to help your farms produce more food.
Thank you, Athena. Now this rain gun power gonna help me out with
Another
the
kraken
food.
headed for the shore.
I'm only going through this tutorial kind of stuff just because it's a tutorial mission, and I'm like, hey, might as well explain crap as well, I guess.
Excellent. Get ready, everyone. This isn't over yet.
But yeah, I have, outside of Halo, I probably have the fondest memories of this game, and I'm going to be playing through it to either explain to you why I love it so much, or to realize it's not that good. But I've been playing it so much, there's no way that I haven't figured out that it's not good yet. Or maybe it isn't good, and I just like it. But you know what? Nah, I'm fine with that. To me, a lot of people love Age of Empires, and I don't want to rip on it. But to me, this game's better. That was probably some heresy that I just screamed out right there. But hey, that's just what I think. Alright, I'm not liking how it's jumping like that. I'm gonna fix that after this mission. I don't know how, but I'll fix it. New bites. I also love the new bites with the Egyptians. These guys are super cool looking. And they have like a special thing where they can, there it is, jump up in the air and smack a fool. It's pretty ballin'. You have a few restrictions in this tutorial, but same thing with how there isn't much going on in this tutorial either. I mean, there's a bit going on, I guess. I'm just saying, like, it's pretty simple, Simon. You just kind of like wave defense, teaches you how to go through things. But you know what? That's what a starting mission's all about. Teaching you how to go
Use the
through things.
restoration god power to heal your units and mend your buildings.
I almost targeted that on the town center because I was thinking it was rain for some reason. That would have sucked. Yeah, just do trees. Sorry, Mr. Beast, but I'm cutting down all the trees.
Another kraken approaching. Pray this is the last.
Sorry for all the weird jumps. I don't know why it's doing that.
A black sail landing party.
A black sail landing party. Oh no! Watch out! I was gonna say destroy before it lands, but it's too late for that. Just back up and then start shooting the myth unit. Freaking crab boy over here. Not crab. Scorpion boy over here. His special move is, I think you just saw it. He uses a little stinger, and he freaking F's with your boys. Honestly, I never even really used him that much. The scorpion guy. And I don't really know why, I just haven't really done it. There's just more myth units that I like over him, but I don't know if he's like better than the ones that I prefer or not. I mainly choose my favorite units out of aesthetic. I could care less about mechanical stuff. Like, when I have the chance, I make hoplites over the Hispatists. Those are like Greek swordsman guys that are good against infantry, I believe, and they're way better in multiplayer because no one uses cavalry. Like, no one uses cavalry, and hoplites are good for cavalry. And when I mean no one, I mean the people I play with, my friends. They never use cavalry, and neither do I. I use it sometimes, but not really. So hoplites are not that good because they get kind of crushed. But I just love to look at them so much that I'm just like, ah, whatever, I don't care. I'm using it. Oh no, we're gonna get destroyed. But nope, we're saved. The boys have spammed a bunch of troops, and now we will be saved. Here, these are the Hispatists. Yeah, good against other infantry, I was right. Just go kill that, thank you. I remember getting, like, screwed over in this mission on easy as a kid, because as a kid I was terrible, right? Even now it's looking a little bad, like a little worse. A little worse for rare than usual, but that's because I don't normally play on hard. I normally play moderate. Because I normally just like to play through the campaign just to have fun. If I wanted to go through a challenge, I normally do random map and go on hard, like you guys saw in my first video. But, yeah. So I mean, so far, first impressions, I mean, it's a fun time. Just a nice, solid wave defense kind of scenario. Added in a little story here and there about Arkantos living his past of all his great victories, as Greek mythology loves to do. Bring in these heroes and tell these legends of them.
Another message from Poseidon, Arkantos. His creatures helped the pirates.
Father, they stole the trident! What?
Yes, it was stolen during the fighting.
Chamos.
There could not be a clearer sign, Arkantos. We are losing Poseidon's favor. We must act.
I will go to Troy as you ask. I'm going to get that trident back on the way. Zethos! Take supplies aboard and get the men together. We're setting sail. Can I come? No, I need you here in case they come back. Don't worry. This errand will not take long.
Man, voice acting is pretty awesome. Not gonna lie, I love it. It's great. It's no, like, the dialogue and voice acting ain't no Halo, but I love it. Sets the characters very easily. It's very Odyssey-like, you know? The writing's very, like, classic. I don't mean classic as in, like, it's the greatest thing of all time classic. I just mean, like,
Black sails, port side.
It's written,
And he leads us to Chamos.
and it's very similar to, like, the time that this was made, at, like, classic age, right? And even, like, the writing could be considered classic, sure.
Oh